guys, so let's try to make a prediction for next week. We start with the S&P, the SPY ETF. This is the 4-hour chart. Last prediction was at the beginning of the month. I did a prediction last week, and my prediction was a move to 417 and even and then come back to the 410. There was a line, and there was a line here. If you remember, this is the break, and when it broke downside for short reversal, you can see the divergence it made here for a long continuation. Yes, and this is the reason why we saw huge break, but you don't see the volume coming. And basically, I'm thinking that the volume and the breaks coming for closing short position. And if you want to close a short position, the order you put is buy order, and this is and usually when there is let's say like a squeeze, the short sellers are taking out, and also the buyers coming put a volume like double volume, and you don't see it. The only small volume below average volume, making new highs. So it means that the buyers are in big profit here. So they bought here, you can see the volume rising and then getting down, and from this way they can take a half position, even much lower, and move the price up. The participation of the retail traders and investors, basically they are afraid because we are in a downtrend, inflation, Taiwan and China, everything, they are holding the money, and just all the big investing house making money, just moving a little bit, taking out all the shorts position, put options, and the reason why we saw also closing all the gaps, and there is a final gap here which is at the 430 almost. So there is a big possibility that we open with a gap up, closing the gap, and then selling off. You can see the momentum started to be very weak here while the price going up, and it could be that we're gonna see a nice reversal to test the 416 again, the break, and even the 410, which was a good area for the inflation, and see if the buyer is still interested in this zone. If they will, we're gonna see the price still move up, breaking from the downtrend. So even though all already broke the downtrend here, you can see it making low, this is lower low, this is higher low, this is a break of the trend. I think the price in the longer term will try to close all the gaps. There is a gap here. I think there is a gap where it is. There is a gap here, there is a gap here, also small gap, and also I think, yes, we have a gap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps, I think, and 6 maybe someplace like that. Even here there is a small gap. So the gaps need to be closed. It just matter when, and if the price will move higher, all the buyers will be in formal attitude, and then it will basically crash to the downside. But at the moment the indication is moving to the upside. So what I'm gonna do next week, I will wait, maybe how the momentum of the position acting, and then decide what to do. I want to show you something. Just wait, take it. I usually don't do this because I usually examining the forward 1 hour chart for the week coming, and I want to test something else for the long run. I changed it for the daily. So what you can see in the daily, sorry for the line, I don't want to delete it. You can see the trend has changed. We are now negative, we are below it, and now there is a fight also here because it broke the medium trend. But see what happened. Momentum became negative here. This is an area of negative momentum, and this is the reason why it bounced. And if we look at the past to see, there was something like that. I'm looking for, and you can see it here. This is very, very, very overbought area. That means it cannot be there. Let's look where the momentum crossed zero. I don't have much history, sorry, so I need history here. Let's see. Here there is negative momentum here, and what it did is from this place bounce up and rose, and but the longer term trend positive, so you have to look. And also here and there, this is probably 08. Yeah, see what happened. The momentum is negative, and also it crossed. To see what happened, it moved down, hold it, break the trend to the upside, and check. You know what? Achieve here. This is low, I think. This is the 50. This is almost touched the 6180, and from there break. So could we have the same situation of, it seems like it want to be positive and then a break, but see it here, the medium term momentum trend is still negative, but here it's becoming positive. And if we go it on the daily, so if we go to the daily, okay, if we're gonna achieve from the high to the low, this is the 50. It seems that the 60 is near the 35.30. All right, remember this number. And if you follow me in the past, and if you follow me in the past, and let me it more clearly for 435 unique number. The 435.80 here, for me, this is a unique area which the price action like to bounce off. And for me it was that if we saw the price action break it, we go to the downtrend, and if we break above, we could see an uptrend. So until this number is reached, we are still in a downtrend for me. And here Y, where it was 435, see it here, this is now making a downtrend. Last year ago, this is very old, and also here it broke and it downtrend here. See how it broke again, and again. So we need to break it above it. There is a lot of price action above it. So first we need to close the gap by, which is very near 400, and close 400, almost 30, and it could put it on a big overbought area, so we could see a small reversal, but eventually I think we're gonna see a big reversal. Check the 1 hour chart, see it, the momentum is positive, so nothing new here. Check the 15 minutes. This is a big nice movement to the upside. See the volume coming in last hour, so we're gonna see a big momentum and then sell off. So what else? You can see it here, it's started to be weakening, so we could see a pullback, and still if we're gonna pull back here, let's say, we're gonna make a divergence to the upside. So we're gonna pull, if we pull there, any move to the downside will meet another buyer coming the game. So I would wait, and this is the reason why I think this prediction is a little bit easy, but it's gonna be tricky. So let's go for the cues. The trickier part is that we are stretched to the upside. We are so stretched to the upside, it's never look down. Small reversal, small reversal. Even here, it managed in the cues, close the gap, will probably move to the 334. Several areas for reversal, 332, 333. I think it will try to touch the 334 and then make a reversal. Again, momentum started to be a little bit negative, so any touch and cross below the zero, make a nice reversal to the 313 again. Retest it. This is a good area of retest. We check to the 1 hour, same goes. There is a little bit of indication sellers came in here, 320, so any push to the 321, 322 could make the reversal again to the 310 or even to the 300 to bring the buyers back. Check the 15 minutes and see how it broke. A nice volume here. There is big gaps in the queues which need to be closed and have to be want to continue higher. Let's move to Tesla. Tesla, basically, it's weird. Let's make it minutes. Let's see why. While the queues move up, Tesla was moving sideways, a little bit down. End of the session, decided to move up. So basically, there is a divergence between Tesla, which has a nice portion of the queues and price also. It didn't move with the market. You can see the volume very low, even at the end of the session. There's no much volume. There is a break of the trend, which means the market will try to move out all their position at the 923, try to reach there, almost reach. There is a gap. So if it close the gap and fall down, it will immediately. If it close the gap and move up, it will be very interesting. So be careful in this area 900, 920, because Tesla started to be very tricky. Move at the beginning of the session down, and then burst up and didn't look back. If you look at the larger time frame, the 4-hour chart, you can see how it break. Started to be again positive. So this is the first reversal. For the second big reversal, nice. So it could try to make a notching from here. This reversal top, even higher here. So we could try to reach to the 950 again. It closed the gap. There is a gap here at a little bit higher above. We could try to reach here, then fell off with a nice double top positioning. The momentum is started to be negative. See it pointing down. So if it crosses below the zero, it could be a very, see it here, when it crosses below zero, what happens? Try to move up, shake all the short sellers, and then flash down. So this is with Tesla, like Apple. Apple is at 98, way over, but needs to make a reversal. It's positioned very well, very uptrend, strong uptrend, no volume again. This is the last week of the third week of the month, so big option expiration. There is the gap which needs to be closed at 175. Maybe try to reach there and then move to the downside. We are still in a position of, if you like this, it like this, one big move, and it could need to break the 180. And if it breaks the 180, I think you're gonna see a big move to the upside. Don't worry if you missed all the move to the upside. Could be some reversal then started to join party. Momentum is still positive here. I will look very closely at what happened at this line. If it break it or reversal, create a divergence to the upside, then entering for a nice mRNA. Alright, mRNA prediction was breaking 157 here, it reached the 185, attempt to try reversal, shaking it off. Computer basically controlling mRNA at the moment. You can see buying, moving up, check off all the buyers entering short position, and then poof, shooting up to the break the 185. If it touched the 195 area, then reversal again for the break. So it could be very interesting because we have here a divergence to the upside, which is good. So entry above this area could be a nice. I will wait for the momentum to break to give indication of momentum to the upside. This is mRNA. Nothing much with Mara and Rad sideways, so I will not look at them. Let's look at the gold. I try to make it short as possible. Gold, probably try nice momentum. You can see again the divergence upside. So probably continuation to the 170, testing the area of resistance. Let's see if we can break it. Momentum start to be a little bit negative, but let's hope that we can see another move to the upside. Momentum is weakening, doesn't mean that it breaks, so slowly grinding, and then maybe reversal to the 165 again. If the gold move up, you see it very slowly pattern to get position in the gold. So probably when there is inflation, people tend to go to the gold. And if we check oil, basically oils, even though it moved to the upside, there is momentum to the upside, which is good. It seems to be weakening now. There is a feeling that it's trying to break and it fails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Maybe try to move down here and then bring the buyers for the break. But still a big sideways. So I will wait on a take position for reversal to reduce the risk. You can see it sideways decision. There is no divergence. There maybe here you can see divergence a little bit. move up, a divergence now to the downside, so probably make another review. So let's conclude. Try to be very 20 minutes. Momentum is for the upside. Is a volume entering in the last hour, probably can push at the beginning of Monday to the 430, and then I will examine. Momentum is starting to be negative here. It doesn't mean that it will immediately go down like here. So I would around this area reversal in the shorter time frame, like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, to see if we could some rejection. Like here, the 5 minutes, you can see it going up, 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 up. Oh, right, where are the buyers? You want to bring the buyers unity, so didn't do so and bridge above the 200 even for the 5 minutes. See what happened when it do so. Back to come back. And also there is a nice gap here to close, so why not? I will look for let's say to the short side. I will look more shorts than long, given that you can see it here. What happened? This is an amazing. So even if it's close here, you see what small red candle can do big divergence. So it's very interesting. So probably move up and then move down. And the moving down will be more big than the move up. You can see it here. The red candle are bigger than the green candle. So more opportunity for the short side, but be careful, alright? Because Friday was very tricky. So this is it, guys. Hope you like this prediction. A little bit easy, but also tricky. So careful. Good luck.